Hello, everybody. I'm Grant Fluff from Flusher Sports Zone. Welcome back to another broadcast. And tonight, Week 15 of the 2021-22 season is about to get underway as the Kansas City Chiefs face the Los Angeles Chargers for the second time this year. The Chargers winning at Arrowhead Stadium back in Week 3. They'll battle it out here. Thursday Night Football to begin this week 15. Chiefs come in at 9-4. Chargers come in at 8-5. If the Chargers win tonight, they will be the first team they would basically be first in the AFC West, as they would have both tiebreakers over Kansas City. The Chargers would also own, ready for this? Well, actually, they would be second in the entire AFC. They did lose to the Patriots earlier this year. So even if the Patriots lose to the Colts on Saturday, the Chargers will remain in second in the AFC, but they will go into first in the West. Chiefs will bump down to fifth as the top wild card team. A lot on the line here tonight. I have the Chargers winning 23-20. So we'll see what happens. And again, make sure you go stop back by on the channel Saturday night at 8:20 Eastern Time for Patriots Colts live broadcast for that game as well. But the Chargers are at home. This is their first Thursday night game of the year. I believe their third primetime game. They're 2-0 in primetime games. They won their Monday night game against the Raiders, and they won their Sunday night game against the Steelers. So we'll see if they win their Thursday night game. As for Kansas City, I mean, I've lost count to how many primetime games they've had this year. They had the Sunday night games against the Ravens and Bills, which both resulted in losses, but then they had the Sunday night game against Denver a couple weeks ago, in which they won. Again, this is for first place in the AFC West and ideally second seed in the AFC. So we will see what happens here as Harrison Buckner will kick it off, and we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Buckner drills this one to the 1 yard line, and the Chargers will return it out to the 20, out to the 30, out to the 40, breaking off tackles past midfield to the 40, and he stumbles at the 27. Andre Roberts. Who else would it be? Pro Bowl kick returner coming up huge. That return well over 60 yards. Able to find through the hole, break off tackles, gets away from Buckner, gets away from a running back, it appeared. Oh my goodness, he was gone, but he tripped up somehow. Wow, he tripped up. I thought for the first time ever, we were going to have an opening kickoff touchdown here on Fletcher Sports Zone out of it had to be close to at least 60-plus games I've commentated here on YouTube. Never commentated the opening kickoff going for a touchdown. As Austin Eckler gets the carry. He was questionable heading in, but he'll get about a gain of 4 on that. Roberts, he just stumbled over himself at the 30. That is a 70-yard return. That's unreal. Oh my goodness, that was insane. All right, second down, 6, ball placed at the 20. Second handoff goes to Eckler. Eckler's got a hole. Nice juke down to the 4. Brought down by Anthony Hitchens. I mean, if anyone's going to respond to this explosive performance by the Chargers, it will be Patrick Mahomes in that Chief offense. But Chiefs are going to be without Josh Gordon tonight, who's out on the COVID list. Here's Herbert lobbing one up for the end zone for Mike Williams. It's incomplete. Second goal coming up. So Herbert goes 0 for 1. Take a look at Justin Herbert as we finally catch a breather. Herbert, 74.2 completion percentage, 592 yards, 6 touchdowns to 1 pick, and a 125.3 rating. That's in his last 2 games. victories against the Giants last week, and I'm blanking on who the Chargers beat the week prior. Here's 2nd and goal. Herbert's going to escape to the left, throws it out of the hands of Williams, and incomplete. And I guess we could take a look at the offense here. Keenan Allen coming off the COVID list. He was inactive last week. And I should also mention, very nice advantage here for the Chargers, back-to-back home games. Forgot to mention that at the top of the broadcast. That's important, especially when you're playing a short week. 3rd and goal. They'll set Eckler from the left to the right. Chargers red zone offense, 62%, ranked 10th in the league. Herbert's going to fire short. Williams, and he bobbled it. Is this a live ball? Well, the Chargers got it anyway. Falling on top of it was the tackle Trey Pipkins, and now Williams is slow to get up. Williams having a tremendous start to the season. Kind of slowed down the past couple of weeks. Maybe got his ankle rolled up there. I'm not entirely sure. On the coverage was Mike Hughes and others. Daniel Sorensen won. And Mark Ingram. Or Melvin Ingram, excuse me. Mark Ingram's on the Saints. Melvin Ingram, the outside linebacker the Chiefs acquired from the Steelers at the deadline. And, 4th and goal. Williams is on the ground, and we will head back to that. Unfortunate situation there. So, 70-yard kick return for the Chargers honestly only gets him a field goal. That'll definitely come back to haunt him. I mean, I feel like Herbert's not the best red zone QB. But, I don't know. Way too early to tell. But resulting in a field goal there, that's going to hurt you. All right, NHL scores. We have some games on today. Hurricanes beating the Red Wings 3-2. The Kings beating the Panthers 2-1. Flyers and Canadiens tied at 1. That game has no fans in the crowd due to Montreal, I guess, really tighten up on those COVID restrictions. Senators and Lightning tied at 1. The Golden Knights have a 2-1 lead over the Devils. The Islanders have a 1-0 lead over the Bruins. While being the Sabres 1-0, and Avalanche Predators still scoreless. Yeah, I couldn't commentate a Bruins game for a little bit after that abysmal Vegas game on Tuesday. I definitely need to commentate some football tonight and clear my mind from the Bruins for sure. That was such a humiliating game to witness. Awful. Awful. And now Jeremy Swayman's on the COVID list. We got Allmark and an injured Rask. Lord help the Bruins. It is not looking good for them. Or they could call up Callum Booth from the AHL, but I don't know if they would do that or not. I mean, they probably would now, but they literally signed Tuukka Rask 2 weeks ago, so at the same time, I don't know. Oh, this was interesting. Yeah, they're advertising the USFL. Yeah, beginning April 2022 on Fox. Yeah, I want to commentate some of those games. I remember I wasn't commentating when the AAF was around, but I do remember commentating a couple of XFL games. Yeah, it was fun. I'd just be like, oh, yeah, I remember PJ Walker and, all that good stuff. It's good. It's fun to watch the development leagues. Chargers are 13 for 21 4th downs this season. They will go for it. In shotgun is Herbert. 4th and goal. End zone shot. Oh, what a grab. And he dropped it. Jared Cook, it was in his hands. No way. Turnover on downs. That was Jared Cook, right? Or no. Donald Parham. It was a very Jared Cook-esque drop, though. But no, it's Parham. Had it. Oh, but to the ground, forcing completion. Ooh. Let's see. Knees are down. He has possession. He hits the ground, and then he lost it. And we got another Charger injury, and according to the Fox scoreboard, it's going to be a turnover on down, as I'd expect. Oh, my goodness. 2 Charger offensive pieces going down, and we're back in commercial break. I'll be right back in just a moment. All right. But, yeah. Went for it on 4th down. They got a 70-yard kick return, 2 incredible runs by Austin Ekeler just to falter and just to not even score any points. That is, that's unfortunate. That sucks. You gotta capitalize on that. All right. So Chiefs getting the ball around the 8-yard line. Islanders game's underway. Well, second period is. The Islanders already have a 1-0 lead off a goal by Cal Clutterbuck. Yeah, Allmark's in net tonight. Here in that brand new arena of theirs that took forever for them to win a game. It's far from a sellout. Oh my gosh, another Islanders goal. Was that Clutterbuck again? Oh no, it's Beauvillier. Oh gosh. I made the right call commentating football tonight, I'll tell you that much. Clutterbuck and Beauvillier make it 2-0 Islanders. Goodness God. I mean, the Bruins are decimated with COVID now, so they're not going to do anything without Marchand or Bergeron or Swayman. You can forget it. Back from commercial break, and Donald Parham, he dropped the pass, and I don't know what happened. He injured his arm falling down to the ground. I am not entirely sure, but they are bringing out the stretcher. I don't know what necessarily was the cause of an injury, but we're going back to commercial break. So yeah, we'll get you an update on that. I think they just wanted to give us an update that the and I mean, I don't know what happened. He must have dislocated his arm or something. Or some sort of weird injury. What's up, Trial Exotic? Thanks for stopping back in. You're sick of the NHL referees. Yeah. Got a huge injury in the Chargers-Chiefs game, so I'm just flipping in between commercials. And right when I flip back on, I saw Beauvillier score, and I'm like, I've had enough of this. I quickly turned it back on again. We are in injury timeout in the Chargers-Chiefs game. Thoughts and prayers go out to Donald Parham. Hopefully he is all right. It did look like a freak injury. Coil to Pasternak, saved by, I think that's Varlamov in net. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine. I think they played Sorokin last time, the Islanders. Bro, just frustrate me. But at the same time, they're decimated with COVID. So, I expected them to lose tonight. Like, I predicted the Islanders to win. After that garbage performance against Vegas and after more players being dealt on the COVID list, yeah. So I've just gotten word from that the apparent injury to Parham was that he has head hard off the turf, which definitely looked like that could have been the case. Just for a high stick on Chara on the first move, then call the high stick. That sucks. Oh, I'm off ugly. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, man. I didn't have faith in the Bruins tonight anyway. But yeah, Parham, apparently his injury must have gotten a concussion when he hit the ground. I mean, makes sense. Definitely seemed like he hit the head hard, unfortunately. And yeah, they are trying to load him onto the stretcher here. Scary moment here. Only a minute and a half into the contest. What a freak injury this is for the Chargers. And unfortunately, even though Parham had possession, when he hit the ground, he lost control of the ball, which means incomplete, which means turnover on downs for the Chiefs. Oh, my goodness. Hopefully Parham's all right. They got him locked up on the stretcher, and they are now carting him off into the locker room. I mean, this is a very devastating moment. I mean, it's going to be tough for both these teams to go back out there and, continue to what they're doing. This happened a couple weeks ago in the 49ers-Seahawks game where on the opening kickoff, it was Trent Cannon who suffered a freak injury, had to go to the hospital and get carted off. And, I mean, that just sucks at any point of the game, but especially at the beginning. Now you got to play through a major injury. It definitely looks like that has shook up both teams a little bit, especially on the Chargers. But I can tell you one thing, LA will be playing for Donald Parham now. Prayers go out to him and his family. Hopefully he is all right. Tyreek Hill put in motion, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs, and a little screen to Hill, and Hill's going to break that away. Wow. Breakaway speed by Tyreek Hill gets 12 yards, and a 1st down for the Chiefs. I mean, that's what he does best. Short completions, yards after the catch. That's what Patrick Mahomes likes to do. And Patrick Mahomes, by the way, 11-0 career against AFC West teams on the road with the 25 touchdowns to 3 interceptions in that span. 1st and 10 now at the 17. They put Hill in motion. Fakes it to Hilaire and Linval Joseph in his face. Flag flies. Mahomes will throw that one out of bounds into the Chargers bench. So, yeah, basically it was 4th and goal. Donald Parham, Chargers tight end, made the catch, but he hit his head hard off the turf, which forced the incompletion. And then basically he must have suffered a concussion, and he just got carted off into the locker room off a stretcher. Well, I'm assuming he spent the rest of the evening in the hospital. So, again, hopefully all goes well there. Steve Smith, the referee, calling a hold against the Chargers center Humphrey, making it 1st down and 18. All placed at the 9. They put Mecole Hardman in motion again. No Josh Gordon for the Chiefs due to COVID protocols. Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets the handoff down to the 14. Collarbone possibly? Maybe. I will get you an update for sure. I'm assuming it's a concussion, but I'm not entirely sure. I will let you know when I do get word of the injury. Chiefs offense ranked 4th overall, and that's pretty impressive with the addition of Joe Thuney and 3 rookie offensive linemen. Byron Pringle will be the wide receiver 3 without Gordon. Obviously, Hardman and Hill active. Edwards-Helaire, the main running back, with Derek Gore, who ran for like a 45-yard touchdown last week in the Chiefs' rout win over the Raiders. Here's Mahomes throwing, caught by Kelce. Kelce's going to fall forward. Needed 13, got 14. 1st down for the Chiefs. Well, there's a nice little 1st down. Mahomes now goes 2 for 2. A good catch. Nice effort by Kelce, able to lunge over the line. But yeah, good concentration by Travis Kelce. This season, 74 catches for 888 yards and 5 touchdowns. And this is considered an off year for Kelce. He has lost a few fumbles, that I will say. 1st and 10, now ball placed at the 27. Here's Mahomes throwing. That one's caught. Hill will be hit out of bounds at the 32. And tackled there by Chris Harris Jr. Wonder how Broncos feel about Chris Harris Jr. signing with the rival anyway. Chargers defense ranked 16th overall, 31st in the rush, which is obviously awful, but 4th in the pass, which is pretty good. Drew Tranquill and Kaiser White, pretty good linebacking core. The secondary, very underrated. Derwin James able to stay healthy, which has been nice. Chris Harris Jr., like I mentioned. Asante Samuel Jr., he's inactive tonight, but star rookie corner, he's doing great this season. Here's a catch off the little screen by Byron Pringle, and he will get 11. Pringle was one of 4 Kansas City players to show up in last year's Super Bowl. Anyway, Chiefs have 6 opening drive touchdowns this season. That's tied for most in the league with 2 other teams, Patriots and Packers, I want to say was the other team. Anyway, 1st and 10, ball placed at the 42 of Kansas City. They fake it to Hilaire. Mahomes will fire to the fullback. Michael Burton with speed, and the former Saint will go down to the 38. Brought down by James and White. Not a bad completion off the play action fullback toss, and Burton able to work upfield going from right to center. Able to get about 15 on that one. So ball placed now at the 38. Oh, Carson Coleman's look good. Well, good for Carson Coleman. And this is going to be a handoff. Darrell Williams will get 12, and the Chiefs are driving. They now are in Harrison Buckner field goal range. So the Chiefs played here in this very arena against the Chargers. It was Justin Herbert's debut week 2 of last season. Harrison Buckner set a career-high 57-yard field goal in overtime. Chiefs beat the Chargers in that one. Game currently scoreless now. 9 minutes to go, first quarter. Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw down the middle. It's Hill. Hill will bust it free to the left-hand side, and he will pick up 11. So first down again for Kansas City. Mahomes begins the day 6 for 6 for 71. I mean, he's just doing his thing, really. It's what he likes to do best. Short route runs. Get open, get yards after the catch. This is a very typical Tyreek Hill type drive. Chargers should have at least kicked the field goal last drive. Now they're going to be trailing when it could have been tied, or it could have only been down by 4. Mahomes will flip Hilaire from right to left, and he'll throw for the end zone, and Kelsey ran the wrong route. Incomplete. If Derwin James stepped back more into coverage, that could have been an interception. Incomplete, though. 2nd and 10, as, again, Derwin James the closest one to it. He was looking for Kelsey on the left-hand side. Good press coverage, though, by Michael Davis, who's basically in Asante Samuel's spot right now. Make it 2nd down, 10 Chiefs. 14th in the red zone, 60%, resulting in points. All placed at the 16. Handoff goes to Hilaire to the left. Oh, Clyde Edwards-Hilaire gets smushed by Derwin James after a 9-yard run. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Hilaire took it over to the left. Ran lower the shoulder, and Derwin James gave him a hit to remember, but it will be 3rd down and 1. Kelsey's washed. Kind of, sort of. He's not washed. He's just not performing to standards. I don't think he's washed. He's just not performing that good. It's a 3rd and 1. They're going to put Kelsey in motion here. He's still a great blocking tight end, and give him credit where credit's due. Going to fake the end around to Hill. Fullback dive. And Michael Burton's in for the touchdown. Chiefs got stopped on defense, and they capitalize. Ending a 90-plus yard drive with a fullback run by the former Saint, Michael Burton. So Chiefs lead 6-0, extra point pending. Gronk is the go tight end. That's fair. I think Gronkowski, all-time wise, is better than Kelsey, too. Here's a good snap, good hold, and Buckner's got it. 7-0 Kansas City, 7:34 to go. First quarter. And Michael Burton falls his way through for the touchdown. Missed an elbow in Pasternak's face. No. Did he? I guess we could switch back to the game now for a little bit while we're in commercial break. It's already halfway through the second period. Yeah, no, I think the Islanders are winning this one without question, unfortunately, unless McAvoy can get something going. Ooh, finds Coyle. He's got Hall wide open. Oh, they'll pass it to Grizzly. Oh, to Hall! Oh, good save for Lama. All right, well, Hall had a decent shot right there. They had a commercial break? No, I had a commercial break. No, they're having a replay. All right. Dale Hall with a decent shot. Red Wings Hurricanes have tied at 3. Kings have a 3-1 lead over the Panthers. The Flyers have a 2-1 lead over the Canadiens. Lightning 2-1 lead over the Senators. Golden Knights 2-1 lead over the Devils. Again, 2-0 Islanders over the Bruins. 1-0 Islanders over, or 1-0 Wild over the Sabres, and 1-0 Predators over the Avalanche. Oilers and Blue Jackets starting in about 15 minutes, and Canucks Sharks not starting until 10:30 Eastern. Bunch of robots already. Ooh, you're calling for the robot officials? I don't think so. Well, not for hockey. The only league that should really contemplate about having robots right now is definitely baseball. Because at least with that, you already have a strike zone. So I guess that could work. I guess. Like, seriously, I don't know how you do not try like robot umpires during spring training. I mean, I get it during the regular season if you want to mess around, but like literally, spring training, put them out there. Oh, Foligno fight, of course. Right when I switch back. Ridiculous. 11 plays, 95 yards. Burton will get 7 yards off the fullback dive. 7-0 Chiefs, 7:34 to go, and touchback. I would love to have 2 televisions so I could like do a 2-for-1 commentary. That would be sick. And I just got one ginormous flat screen, which is fine. All right, Herbert is the first player in NFL history with 30-plus passing touchdowns in his first 2 seasons, which you could thank him playing in week 2 of last year for that. But he's starting 0-for-4 tonight. That's not good. Herbert play action. He'll dump it over to Eckler, so that's the first completion for Herbert. And it looks like he'll get 9 as Shadarius Ward will get the tackle there. And yes, it will be second down in inches. Most likely. Ooh, Foligno versus Matt Martin. Ooh, who won? Had to be Foligno. Islanders they're paying Matt Martin a lot of money for just to fight and get like 15 assists every year. Not a wise investment by the Islanders. Here's the handoff, Eckler. Up the middle it goes, 4-2. And that is a first down. They got more hits in. I say that's a win for Foligno. There's Joe Lombardi, offensive coordinator for the Chargers. I remember when all the coordinators and stuff used to be on the sidelines. I don't know if this is just because of COVID or I know they used to do it back in the day where, you used to have the coordinators sit on top of sit where like the broadcasters are. I don't know why most teams are switching back to that. That's a drop by Jared Cook, making it 2nd down 10. Oh no. They called they're only calling the Bruins for a penalty for a fight. That's not good. That ain't good. That ain't good. You got more hits in? Well, that's good. Yeah, that's a fight win in my book. But if Foligno just got penalized for something, I'll not be happy with that. All right, 2nd down 10. Herbert's now 2 for 7. He was 1 for 6. Now he's 2 for 7. A gain of 2 to McKitty. Trey McKitty. Trey McKitty. That's a interesting name I have not heard of before. 3rd down 6. Herbert guns it down the middle, and it's to the 47. That's the other tight end, Steven Anderson, for the 1st down. Well, Chargers utilizing the tight ends as per usual. You get Stevenson wide open in the flat. Anthony Hitchens supposed to drop back into coverage and basically prevent Herbert from throwing, but that didn't happen. Now Herbert, 3 for 8 for 25 yards, getting back-to-back completions. Now he's getting a little bit in a groove. They faked the handoff, tipped at the line and picked. Anthony Hitchens with the interception. He faked it to Justin Jackson. And Herbert throws an interception. I believe this is now 4 straight games with an interception. I was blanking on who did the Chargers play beforehand. It was the Bengals where he threw, I believe, 2 interceptions in that one. And he throws a pick to Anthony Hitchens here. Chiefs up 7 getting the ball. Yeah, it was Melvin Ingram who forced the swatted pass, landing in the arms of the outside linebacker. I'm giving up hope on the Bruins. I'm giving up hope on the Chargers. Celtics play the Warriors tomorrow. They're not winning that one. Giving up hope on all my teams right now. Kill the penalty? Okay, that's good. At least they kill out the freaking penalty. But it's annoying. All right, men's college basketball right now. 2nd-ranked Duke destroying Appalachian State 89-67. And starting at 10 o'clock Eastern Time is Stanford versus Dartmouth. And then for women's college basketball earlier today in 3 overtime, 17th ranked Georgia upset number 2 ranked North Carolina 82-80. And right now 6th ranked Louisville beating Eastern Kentucky 51-28. Look like all the NHL scores were saying the same. I guess I can quickly give off my schedule here. So Saturday will be Patriots Colts. Tomorrow I will not be commentating. Saturday I plan on doing Patriots. Actually, I know that's a definite. I will be doing Patriots and Colts. Sunday will be Washington football team versus Philadelphia Eagles or Red Zone. I don't know. I may commentate Red Zone instead because I actually don't get Eagles football team. I was thinking about live streaming it, but I might do Red Zone instead for the 1 o'clock window. And then I'm on break basically afterwards. So then Vikings and Bears, yeah, I'll probably be commentating that. But since next week is, leading up to Christmas, I don't really see myself broadcasting too much. I will make time for Power Skate, and I might do Thursday Night Football, 49ers, Titans. That's a huge maybe. I don't know yet. I might do 49ers, Titans, but yeah, basically my broadcast for next week. Again, Monday Night Football, and this is just a projected schedule, but Monday Night Football, maybe Thursday Night Football, and Power Skate. Yeah. Yeah, Patriots play Saturday this week. Yep. Because week 15, and we start to have the Saturday games on NFL Network, which I don't necessarily agree with, but so yeah, Patriots Colts 8:20 Eastern time. I'll be on the call for that one as Hilaire gets 11 on the reception, first down for the Chiefs. Yeah, we start the day with Raiders and Browns at 4:30, and then they go to Patriots Colts at 8:20. I'll tell you one thing though, I don't know how the heck that Browns Raiders game is not getting postponed. The Browns have had, I'm not even kidding, 20 plus COVID cases in the last 3 days. But yet, oh, don't worry, the Browns can just play Nick Mullins and they can get destroyed by the Raiders. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, I agree with Swayman out. They do got to play Allmark the Bruins. Leave Keyser on the bench. That's what I'm assuming. They didn't bring up Callum Booth. I thought they would bring up Callum Booth, but I guess they didn't. That's weird. I don't know why they wouldn't, because I feel he has more experience, but I guess Keyser must be the better goalie. They fake it to Hilaire, and they throw to Kelsey, who's just going to be mad at the line of scrimmage for nothing. That was a pretty good hit. Justin Jones on the tackle. Mark making $5 million. You should be able to lock it down for 2 weeks. Yeah. Let's hope. Especially since the Bruins don't have any like back-to-backs or whatever, he should at least be able to play 3 or 4 games before we have to think about pulling him. And by that point, Swayman may actually be back. Say we'll hand it off to Hilaire. He'll take it over to the right, and he will fall forward for the first. Needs 6, got 7, flag down. And let's see what the call is here. 3:03 to go first quarter. This game's going by pretty quickly. It's just the unfortunate injury to Ferrum at the beginning of the game really slowed the pace down. They're going to call Inval Joseph to legal hands to the face. On Williams, or no, on the left guard. Who is? I'm looking at the wrong roster. That's Joe Thuney. All right. 1st and 10 at the 31. They're gonna put Hill in motion. Hilaire, the tailback, handoff goes, cuts it to the left and brought down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the Chargers defense. Joey Bosa again in the way. 2 Gooby backs in as well. Yep, they already signed Rask as their emergency goalie. My goodness, if the words can spew out of my mouth, that would be great. They already signed Rask as the emergency goalie. So, yeah, it's a definite when Rask is 100%, he's getting signed. And I guess Swayman's going to have to go down to the AHL, which I think that's completely unfair to him because I would trust Allmark and Swayman more than I trust Allmark and Rask. I'll tell you that much. Here's Mahomes under immediate duress, escapes the sack, throws on the run. I mean, this is just vintage Mahomes. To the 15, it's Kelsey, shoved out of bounds. I mean, this is just vintage Mahomes. I mean, he does this on a weekly basis. Chris Harris Jr. comes off the corner blitz, misses the sack, able to slip off the tackle like grease, throw on the run to Kelsey. I mean, if this was any other quarterback, I'd be like, what a throw! But it is Patrick Mahomes. He does this on a weekly basis. The media already won't shut up about it. You don't need me to go, mate. You don't want me to be mesmerized by how good Patrick Mahomes is. We know how good Patrick Mahomes is. Enough goes to Williams. And to the line of scrimmage, he goes to the 14. I'm very simple that way. I don't really like get too impressed over like Mahomes throws because like I've already seen him do everything I wanted him to do. I'm like, Okay. Now you're just being cocky. Great quarterback. And that's right. The Bruins do got the best emergency backup in the league by quite a lot. David Ayers and Scott Foster have nothing. Here's a little pitch to Hill on 2nd and 11 off the end around, and he will get out of bounds, get 4, 3rd and 6. Allmark's the odd man out and Tuukka's back. Yeah, but they're going to have to put Allmark on waivers. I mean, I would get rid of Allmark too, but there's no way you risk the chance of putting Allmark on waivers. Like, that's stupid. He is 110% going to get claimed. Buffalo will probably reclaim him, actually, because Malcolm Subban. I mean, come on. I don't know why they would pick him up. But anyway, we're at the end of one, 7-0 Chiefs, and they are in the red zone again. That's true. If he gets clean, you free up the money. But then what do you do when you have to get rid of Rask at the end of the year? You're really ready to start from scratch and bring in another backup goalie? You're going to bring Antoine Khudobin for his 3rd Swang Tong? I don't know what the plan would be. That would just be stupid. We should just keep Rask as the emergency goalie. Maybe backup, but, like, don't send Allmark down? I don't know. But no, I feel like Allmark's fine. He shouldn't be placed on waivers. I don't want to lose him just yet. Or deadline moves available, more money. That's true. Maybe you try to trade Allmark at the deadline for a defenseman. I wouldn't mind. Oh, God. Oh, Islanders almost got a breakaway goal. Oh, my goodness. Well, I mean, I guess there you go. If Rask is fully healthy and he's playing well, I guess you could trade Allmark at the deadline for a defenseman. So we don't have to see John Moore or Jacob Zaboral ever again. That would be wonderful. Would they do it? I doubt it. But, yeah, I don't know. Here's Grzelcyk. Ooh. All right, Grzelcyk. D to Carlo. Gosh, push it up, Ice Boy. No, okay, Coolman. Download a McAvoy, right? Yeah, it's McAvoy. I'm like not even in the mood to do this game right now. Oh, Brock Nelson shoved it into the ice. That's great. What? He has a no movement clause. Why would we give Linus Allmark a no movement clause? Sweeney is 2-finger happy with the no movement clauses. Well, then, yeah, it's waivers or it's waivers. Well, Swayman's getting sent down because the Bruins are not going to want to lose Allmark. Fantastic. Swayman is getting demoted for literally no reason. That stinks. All right. 3rd and 7. Mahomes will throw, and that is tip drilled and caught. Touchdown. Nope. Williams almost made the catch off the deflection. The first play of the second quarter falls incomplete. So 4th and 7. I'll imagine we'll see a Buckner field goal or the referees gathering. Well, if the referees are gathering, hold the phone. Vladar was worth more than a third. Yeah, why did we get rid of Vladar? That was dumb. I knew. I'm not complaining for a 3rd-round pick because Vladar had like hardly any NHL experience. But so the fact they were able to get a 3rd out of him wasn't necessarily awful, but you should have just kept Vladar and paid him cheap. And therefore, if you needed Rask to come back, it wouldn't have mattered if you brought Vladar down. He's still on a 2-way deal. 30-yard field goal for Buckner. He nails it through 10-0 Kansas City. Early second quarter, Chiefs tack on 3 more. Don't go anywhere here on YouTube. Chiefs now by 2 possessions. I mean, this is what it is about Vladar. He did come into TD Garden and shut the Bruins out, though. That wasn't fun to watch. Hurricanes have a 4-3 lead over the Red Wings, and those are the only NHL scores that have changed. Hurricanes, Red Wings, the most random NHL, the most random Stanley Cup Finals matchup in history. (2002) Weird year. Like, I literally can't get over the fact that the Hurricanes even won a cup in 06. I always wonder to myself, like, how the heck does Carolina have a Stanley Cup more than like the Maple Leafs in the last 50 years? Like, it's crazy. But a young Cam Ward and Rob Brendamore and a good defense will do that to you. He's a touchback. I want Carolina to win. I mean, I've kind of been saying this, but if the Bruins don't make the playoffs, I want the Hurricanes to make it out of the East. That's what I want. Because I'm very slim pickings with my Eastern Conference teams. I like the Senators, but they suck. They're not going to make the playoffs. I like the Hurricanes. Okay, they'll be in the playoffs. I like the Blue Jackets. They're probably going to miss out. I like the Flyers, kinda. They're probably going to miss out, unfortunately. Here's Justin Jackson breaking free for a 15-yard run. Yeah, you could just care less about the rest of the Eastern Conference teams pretty much, other than Boston, Ottawa, Carolina, and kind of, sort of Philadelphia and Columbus. All right, well, 1st and 10 up to 39 now for the Chargers. I hate to say it's a must-score drive, but this is a must-score drive, as Jackson will fall to the 45. I mean, even if this is a field goal, you just got to make this game one possession. Farham, I think they're giving an injury update on Farham. All right. Anyway, I was just trying to check Twitter on what the injury status was, and meanwhile, the Chargers got first down. Looks like Jared Cook got the catch. Chiefs 10 first downs to the Chargers 5, 139-78 total yards in favor of the Chiefs. Rushing yards in favor of LA. Chiefs definitely leading the passing yards and time of possession categories, though. Here's the handoff, and nice little juke move to the 41. Goes Justin Jack, or actually, that's Joshua Kelly. So Kelly, Jackson, Eckler, your 3-man backs tonight. I mean, it usually is, and Gabe Neighbors, the fullback. That's usually your backfield for the Chargers. So we're gonna know COVID hasn't really hit the Chargers. I mean, again, Keenan Allen was inactive last week, but other than that, seemed like Chargers for the most part. I guess losing Asante Samuel tonight, but I guess other than those two, Chargers have been kind of fine COVID-wise. Here's Herbert throwing. That one's caught, and Jackson stays in bounds. And to the 28, he lost the ball. Well, they're going to mark him. He was down. I agree with that call. First down, Chargers. And a second for the Bruins, still down 2-0, I'm assuming. Great. That's another loss. At least Detroit's losing, but, like, Detroit's still in that playoff spot. It drives me nuts. First and 10 at the 28. Handoff goes up the middle. Eckler to the 23. Get a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 coming up, and now they'll substitute Eckler. Eckler, questionable heading into this game, will play through it. Eckler has dealt through a few injuries this season. I know when Austin Eckler's going to play, though, he usually put some fantasy football thing on his story saying, "Start me." And there's the handoff. I mean, 3rd and 2. Wouldn't be, I guess that was Jackson on the carry. I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to start Eckler tonight. He hasn't had an awful game in his few snaps. Chargers did have more rushing yards than the Chiefs, so I guess that is kind of a positive. Now split out Kelly to the left. Herbert to take the snap. Herbert going to throw down the middle. Keenan Allen. And Allen to the 4. Keenan Allen to the 4-yard line, and now he's holding his left ankle. Oh, my gosh. 3 injuries now for the Chargers. It was DeAndre Baker who got the tackle, a touchdown-saving tackle. But now Keenan Allen looked like he injured his ankle. And now the doctors tend to the Pro Bowl receiver. Back to commercial break we go. Now the Bruins are on intermission, so I don't even got anything to talk about now. Wonderful. Other NHL scores, still 4-3 Hurricanes over the Red Wings. The Kings beating the Panthers 4-1. Flyers beating the Canadiens 2-1. Lightning beating the Senators 2-1. Golden Knights beating the Devils 3-1. Wild and Sabres tied at 1. Predators have 1-0 lead over the Avalanche. And Oilers Blue Jackets scoreless. Sharks and Canucks not starting for about another hour and 20. NBA scores looking like Pacers up 116-104 over the Pistons. The Nets beating the 76ers 79-71. The Knicks beating the Rockets 57-51. And the Suns have a 3-0 lead, or the Wizards rather have a 3-0 lead over the Suns. Men's basketball ends in a Duke win over Appalachian State 92-67, and still currently going on. You have Louisville going against Eastern Kentucky. That game's got to be in the second half. We have one soccer game on today, Chelsea versus Everton, which was a 1-1 draw. Watches soccer? I don't, but I purposely announce the scores and pretend to know what I'm talking about whenever I run out of stuff to say during the commercial breaks. The last soccer game I watched was when I literally tried to commentate soccer. Was the first 2 Revolution playoff games last year. By the way, that ticked me off. Like, even though I don't watch soccer, I guess I still am kind of a Revolution fan because I live in the Massachusetts area. The fact that they like the best MLS season ever and they lost in the first round of the playoffs was ridiculous. Anyway, here's a handoff. Eckler will try to truck his way through, and he's brought down at the 2. He'll make it 2nd and goal. At least the Chargers trying to cash in after Herbert threw a pick on the last drive. Yeah, I played soccer too back in like elementary school. Never watched it. Yeah, I mean, I watch it occasionally. Soccer was one of the first sports to come back during the pandemic, so I was watching like a smidge bit of soccer. Whenever I wasn't watching like a Bruins or football or baseball replay, I was just like a classic game or whatever. I was watching soccer. Here's Herbert, gonna escape, gonna run, touchdown, Chargers! On second and goal, Herbert with the pump fake rolled out to the left and is in for the score. 10-6 extra point pending. Well, there we go. Justin Herbert touchdown. And the Chargers are on the board. Good pump. And able to go into the right-hand side of the end zone. So here is the extra point by Dustin Hopkins, acquired about 5 weeks ago. Good snap, a high kick. It's good. That had some air to it, though. Way too high of a kick for an extra point, in my opinion. Well, 9:12 remaining. Chargers cut the lead to 3. It is 10-7. Chargers now have scored their first points on their third drive. Chiefs have scored a touchdown and a field goal on their opening 2. We have yet to see a punt in this game. The Chargers turnover on downs, interception, and now touchdown for the Chiefs, touchdown and field goal. Good to see Tommy Townsend or Ty Long. My Humphrey, streaming at a scoreboard. Yeah, I mean, if I was broadcasting on StreamYard, I could. I could add in my little scoreboard, but it is 10-7 now. Chiefs have the Chargers with 9:12 remaining in the second. Yeah, sometimes when I do stream on StreamYard, I'll make sure I update like the score and stuff. Sometimes when I'm just doing it on YouTube Live, I don't. I mean, probably whenever someone scores a touchdown, I should probably just put the score in the chat, like right there, Herbert rushing TD. I should have probably put 10-7 Chiefs, just so it's not as confusing. But, we'll see. I guess whenever a score change happens, I can just put it in the chat. I mean, that could always help out the audience as well. That was a huge hit at the 15. And it looks like Kansas City may have a player go down. Quite limping off the field is Byron Pringle. Yeah, I mean, there's ways I can work around. I'm like, could I implement like an actual scoreboard on a YouTube stream again? Unless I'm on a different website, which I know which website I could add in a scoreboard to, but yeah, no. I couldn't do it based off of just regular YouTube live streaming, but I guess whenever someone scores, I'll just put the score in the chat, so hopefully none of you guys get confused. But yeah, it's 10-7. It's 10-7 Chiefs now. So they get the ball back after a Justin Herbert rushing touchdown. Yeah, that is very true. People are more depth. Yeah, I mean, I could always stream on StreamYard. I don't like to because I only have like 20 limited hours each month, and I never know like which games I'm going to do it for. But I guess probably on Saturday when I do the Patriots game, I'll probably be using StreamYard. I mean, considering it's almost the end of the month anyway, and I've used like only 1 hour this month, I'll probably end up using StreamYard for the rest of the month just to save up my hours and stuff. We'll see. But 2nd down 7 coming up here for Kansas City. 12 passes to 9 rushes. Here is the 24th play of the game. Here's the throw, incomplete. Out of bounds for Robinson. It'll be 3rd down 7. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for the more popular games, I'll go on StreamYard. I also use StreamYard for my baseball broadcasts and NHL overtimes or NHL playoff games because I try to make those look as professional as possible, and those could take forever. And especially during the NHL playoffs, I usually have a color commentator with me. So pretty much whenever I have to commentate with someone else, I'm going to have to use StreamYard, which long-time subscribers would know that. Here's Mahomes throwing deep in, overthrowing Mecole Hardman. So 4th and 7. Right when I'm saying we haven't had a punt yet, we're going to get the punt right now. Tommy Townstead, second year in the league, has the leg of Pat McAfee and the hair of, I don't know. I've never seen a punter have such wacky hair like Tommy Townstead before. Townstead will punt it from his own end zone. This punt will land at that was a horrible kick. Well, it wasn't awful. It landed at the 44, but it took a bounce back to the 41. So a 3-yard bounce back, and now the Chargers can take the lead or tie. I mean, they're basically a first down out of a field goal attempt, so we'll see if they tie. Yeah, backspin was awful. It was a apparent head injury, and he got helped off the field. Yep, that's what it was. Yeah, as we'd expect, it was a head injury. We have some draft news. Pittsburgh State quarterback Kenny Pickett announced that he will forego the Peach Bowl and enter the 2022 draft. We got our first QB in the draft. We got our first QB in the draft. Holy crap. We only have 11 forwards and 6 defensemen. Yeah. I mean, basically got. We had Staninka on the second line. A Bruin forward made his debut today. I mean, it was nice to see Oscar Steen, and I guess Daninka too, but it was Jack McCann. Who was it? Who was making his debut? Or someone's making his Bruins debut tonight. Yeah, that's not cool. By the way, Justin Herbert, most passing yards in the first 2 seasons all time. Herbert, during last week's game against the Chargers, passed Andrew Luck for most passing yards by QB in his first 2 years in the league. Saninka's been invisible. Yeah, I figured he has been, but he was, at least on the projected lineups I saw, he was going to be on the second line, which, yeah. Oh, Frauden, that's who it was. I would have called up Cameron Hughes, but yeah, Frauden, never heard of him, really. I haven't paid much attention to the Providence Bruins since 2019. I kind of lost track of who the Bruins prospects were and whatnot. Here's the handoff, and Kelly needed 8. Looks like he just got enough for a first. I'll probably give him 8 on the dot. If not, it'll be 3rd and 1, and it will be 3rd and 1. He's been all right. Oh, that's good. Here, Cook's slow to get up. Now up and back to the huddle to keep Robert in there for the 3rd and 1. Oh no, Joshua Kelly. I was thinking of Robert Kelly. Oh my goodness, that was long ago. And he's stuffed anyway. 4th and 1, do you go for it or do you attempt a long field goal? I think you go for it, honestly. Yeah, just trying to. He had an open hole if he waited. Hitchens and others combining on the tackle. So here it is, 4th and 1. Herbert with a QB sneak, basically rolling over and getting the first. Justin Herbert will get the marker. And the drive continues here for the Chargers. Well, they can make up from their early. I mean, this game should be tied right now, but they can make up from their early mistake. Taking a lead with a touchdown here. I mean, I was giving up on the Chargers way too quickly, apparently. I mean, granted, it was the first quarter. Never give up hope in the first quarter unless it's a 3-possession game. That's the rule of thumb in the NFL. Or you're a Jaguars fan like myself, and you just already know they're going to get destroyed. Here's Eckler getting 8. They go to Maine Mariner games this year. Oh, nice. The Bruins now as well as Browns. Nice. Well, I hope you have fun with that. I'm going to the Bruins Ducks game next month, but that's the only basically sporting event I know I'm going to anytime soon. Yeah, the ECHL, that's right. You just 2nd down 2. Eckler lowers the shoulder. You 2 got 4. Continuing to move the chains for now. They've yet to throw on this drive. That's 6 rushes to no passes. All right, here's a little Andre Roberts gadget play, making it 2nd down. Justin Herbert said a famous quote recently saying, "The more you learn, the more you realize you don't know anything." Very relatable quote. I can agree with that one. I'm the same way. I'm like, well, I guess I didn't know that. 2nd down 5. Herbert, inside handoff, and Jackson to the 4. All right. Here's Herbert going to throw to Jalen Guyton. Touchdown Chargers. All right. They take the lead. Herbert to Guyton. Oh, how about that one? Herbert struggled early. Now he's doing great. Pump fake, Chief in his face, through to Guyton. Making a play in front of the Honey Badger in the end zone. Oh, nice grab. Jalen Guyton. Caught a touchdown last week against the Giants. Puts him ahead here. Good snap, good hold. And Hopkins makes it 14-10. Let's go, Guyton. That was clutch right there. So 14-10 Chargers. There we go. What is the Chargers record this season? You haven't watched much football. Chargers are 7-5. 7-5. They just took the lead. So now, hopefully they can maintain that lead. I can get my prediction right. And they can basically get second place in the whole AFC here with the win. Why is my Google going off? Just we can quickly take a look at the NFL standings while we're at it. So in this West Division, Chiefs at 9-4, Chargers will leapfrog Kansas City with the Wings, and they both be 9-5. Denver is still at 7-6, and the Raiders at 6-7. I have no idea how the Broncos are over 500. The AFC is just looking like the Patriots at 9-4, Bills at 7-6. Yeah, basically Patriots just need to beat the Colts, and they will basically lock up most likely lock up the East. Bills in second at 7-6, Dolphins third at 6-7. Who are on a 5-game winning streak, though. I give them credit. And the Jets are 3-10. All right, we're in that commercial break now, but I will get back to those NFL scores. 3:15 to go in the second. It's already past 9:30. It is. Wow. Holy crap. This game's taking forever. Here's a touchback out to the 25. Well, there goes usually I try to hype it up that I'm going to stay on for the second or some of the second half, but I think tonight's a definite. It's going to be ending at halftime. I'm probably not even going to get to halftime until about 9:45 anyway, the rate we're going. But here is ball placed at the 25 in shotgun is Mahomes with Hill put in motion to the right. And they fake it. Hill dump it over. That one is pushed out of bounds by Davis. A gain of 3. It'll be second down. I guess we can continue the NFL standings here. So I already gone over the AFC East and the NFC West. Moving on to the AFC South, Raiders leading the division at 8-5. Both the Browns and Bengals at 7-6. The Steelers are 6-1. We get to the AFC South after this play. Here's Mahomes in shotgun on second down, 7. Steps back, dumps it over to Hilaire, and Hilaire will be shoved out of bounds by White, making it 3rd down and 1. And wrap up the AFC. Titans at 9-4, leading the division. Colts 7-6 in second, and then both the Texans and Jaguars at 2-11, 3rd and 4th. Of course, Jaguars firing Urban Meyer yesterday. I guess yesterday / this morning. It was like 12:40. 1 for 3 on 3rd downs. Colton in motion and a direct snap. That was weird, but on 3rd and 1, it works. They get forward. We hit the 2-minute warning. It was a direct snap to Blake Bell. All right. So 2-minute warning. Chiefs driving. McAvoy took a dumb penalty. Uh-oh. That ain't good. So Cal is moving on to the NFC side of things, which has absolutely zero implications on this game. But Cowboys leading the NFC East at 9-4. They're gonna definitely win that division. Football team and Eagles 6-7 apiece. With the game this Sunday, that'll determine that last wild card spot. And the Giants last at 4-9. Cardinals leading the NFC West at 10-3. Rams at 9-4. 49ers at 7-6. Three of those four teams are in the playoffs. Seahawks at 5-8. Seahawks may make the playoffs, but they're gonna have to win out and hope San Francisco starts to lose. The North, it's looking like the Packers at 10-3. Yeah, the Packers are going to win that division. I mean, there's no way Green Bay loses out and Minnesota miraculously wins it. Packers at 10-3, leading that division. Vikings at 6-7. They're in the wild card race at least. Bears 4-9. Lions 1-11-1. And then the NFC South, which was looking pretty competitive. Yeah, it was before the Falcons had a terrible defense. And Jameis Winston got injured, and Michael Thomas was being a crybaby. So Bucks at 10-3. Again, just like the Packers, I don't see them losing 4 straight and losing the division to New Orleans or Atlanta. Bucks at 10-3. Falcons and Saints both at 6-7, and the Panthers at 5-8. And apparently the Falcons are ahead of the Saints because tiebreaker. The more you know. Texans ahead of the Jaguars because of tiebreaker. Any other tiebreakers? No, that's pretty much it. Merritt. Your NFL predictions heading into week 15. Remember, 18-week season. No more 17. Like I mentioned on NFL Network, Saturday at 4:30, got Raiders and Browns, and 8:20, which will be the game I'm commentating. Patriots, Colts. Chargers somehow, some way have taken the lead in the time of possession category. What a second quarter it's been for the Chargers after Herbert threw the interception. I was thinking this was going to be a rout in favor of Kansas City. I was horrifically wrong on that. Chiefs now trail by 4. They got the ball at the 2-minute warning. Ball placed at 37 of Kansas City. Mahomes will try to escape the pressure. Bosa's in his face. Is this a forward pass? Referees are signaling Charger football. Mahomes is saying the ball is out. It should be an incompletion. Joey Bosa bullying through that left side of the line. Mahomes pumped. Bosa. Oh, that ball's loose. This should be a lost fumble against Mahomes, and right there on it is Tranquil, the linebacker, to recover it. That's going to be a strip by Bosa. Oh, if they don't call this a strip, it's close, but I think it's a strip. That's a close call, but I'm going to say forced fumble by Bosa, Tranquil fumble recovery. Chargers get the football here. Bosa hits Mahomes' arm as it's moving forward. This has to be a fumble. I mean, it's definitely worth a review. It's not like a clear as day call, but this to me seems like it is a fumble. It is. Charger football at the 45. Bosa with a fumble. Force Tranquil, linebacker, on the fumble recovery, and he'll throw it on the outside to Eckler, who picks up 2. Again, it's 2nd down, 8 coming up. Well, even all the Chargers have to do is kill some time. I mean, score a touchdown if you can. I mean, yeah, field goal's fine. Because, now you're up by a full 7, but you got to score a touchdown here, get up by 2 possessions. Also, Bosa, 6th forced fumble this year. That leads the league. Holmes overrated? Not really. That was just more of a fantastic play by Joey Bosa. Here's Herbert throwing down the sideline, and Williams makes the adjustment at the 16 over Ward. This is what I'm talking about. Why settle for a field goal when you can go up by 2 possessions? Brandon Staley's hearing me through the television. Let me go for a 20-yard shot downfield. one-on-one coverage against the slot corner. Mike Williams gonna jump over him all day. Post route, nice catch. And now Herbert on 1st and 10. He's already got a rushing touchdown. He'll add on another 3 rushing yards, making it 2nd down and 7. 2 seconds left. I'm very shocked Chargers didn't call timeout after that Williams catch. All right. I'll give Herbert 4 on the runs, 2nd down and 6. Ball placed at the 12. In shotgun is Herbert with Jackson to his left. Herbert's going to loot the sack, going to throw on the run in and the tunnel. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Justin Herbert for MVP. I think Brady's winning MVP if you want my personal opinion. He's 44 years old and he's still a top 3 quarterback in the league right now. It's ridiculous. I think the MVP is either going to Rodgers again or it's going to Brady. With very slim shot it goes to Matthew Stafford or Kyler Murray. Oh, Allen down the sideline on 3rd and 6 got 7 first down charges. It is too early to tell because Jonathan Taylor should be, MVP as well, really. Jonathan Taylor's up there. I guess Herbert should be up there too. I don't really see a reason why Herbert shouldn't be up there. He's already got 30 passing touchdowns. What's up, Dan? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, yes, for the brand hoodie. That's right. I try to wear this as often as I can when I commentate football. Here's Eckler up the middle. Falling forward for a gain of 2. 2nd and goal at the 3. All right, come on, Chargers. You're at the 3-yard line. They burned their first timeout. All right. Here's the 2nd and goal. Chargers just coming out of the timeout. Oh, you can tell Mahomes looks a little worried. Again, this is for the division lead. If the Chargers sweep the Chiefs and basically win out, or as long as Kansas City stays as the same record, Chargers will take the division lead and they will, at the moment, have the number 2 spot in the AFC playoff race. Here's a little play action. Cook dropped it. Well, remember when I said that Cook dropped a touchdown? That was where Parham got injured. Well, I'm not wrong. That was the drop touchdown by Jared Cook. He's notorious for doing this when he was on the Saints. He was notorious for doing this when he was on the Raiders. This is a walk-in touchdown. Just make the play. It's play action. Make the catch. 3rd and goal. Herbert up the middle, and he's going to get stopped at the 2. What is this play calling? 3 seconds left. Chargers got timeouts. I don't know why they weren't using it there. Now they do. It's 4th and goal. So what we've learned from this is Jared Cook still sucks in the red zone, and Justin Herbert is not Lamar Jackson. That's what we've learned from these past 2 plays. My God, Cook's got to make that touchdown. Even the offensive coordinator is slamming his fist on the desk. It's ridiculous. Jared Cook dropped a gimme. You got to go for it here for the Chargers. 4th and goal. They should have kicked the field goal earlier. When it was the first drive of the game, they should have kicked the field goal because that would at least give them the lead. But right now, when you have the lead, you go for it. So here we go. Last play of the first half. It's at the 2. Barring a flag, if the Chiefs are penalized, Chargers will get unlimited downs until it is the necessary end of the quarter. But now Kansas City's going to call a timeout. Chiefs 2, Chargers 1. You know what would be an interesting rule the NFL could apply here? I've kind of been thinking about this for a while. But what if the timeouts you don't use in the first half carry over to the second half. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that'll make one possession games like way more intense. I don't know. Maybe when the NFL is thinking about the rule book, it may not be a bad idea. I mean, it'll slow down the game a lot, but you get more entertaining finishes, or instead of a 3-and-out, you can, you don't necessarily have to get that 3-and-out. You can make one possession games way more interesting. Fourth down conversion tonight for the Chargers. They're 1 for 2. Both attempts were in the red zone. 4th and goal, Herbert, and it's blocked. Swatted at the line by Daniel Sorensen, and that is, again, the second trip to the Chargers red zone that they did not capitalize. That's 6 points off the board. I mean, again, you should have kicked the field goal in the first quarter. That you should have went for. Herbert has to throw that a little bit higher to Keelan Allen, though. It was low, and Sorensen was just able to swat away. He had to put some air under that football, and maybe you would have found Allen for the touchdown. Chargers trash. I mean, not necessarily more Jared Cook's trash. Because he just caught that touchdown on 2nd and goal. Ridiculous. He sucks, dude. He was good when the Rams drafted, or when the Titans drafted him. And then he was also pretty good on the Rams and Packers. But once the Packers booted him, he's been awful. Awful. Jared Cook is atrocious. And then, what was that 3rd down run? A direct snap to Herbert, let him run through 5 bodies. He's not Mike Alston in his prime. He's not going to be able to do that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. This should be a very exciting second half. Again, I have the Chargers winning this one. Right now, it don't look like it, because even though they're winning, they are making some pretty not smart play calls in the red zone, which will cost them. Or they make smart play calls and Jared Cook will just drop them. Oh, look at this game plan. Oh, he dropped it like Jared Cook in the red zone. Oh, I know. Jared Cook memes are coming at you at rapid speed, ladies and gentlemen. But I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Grant Fluff from Flusher Sports Zone. Catch you Saturday night for Patriots Colts. And until then, enjoy the rest of your evening.